Hi everyone, my name is Violet. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my very first makeup video, so I'm so excited. So today I'm going to be trying gyaru makeup, and if you guys aren't familiar with gyaru or just the term in general, I'm going to share this short summary that I looked up. Short summary of what gyaru style / makeup is. Gyaru is a bold, glamorous Japanese fashion and makeup style that originated in the 1990s. Gyaru translates to gal in English, and it is mostly dramatic makeup such as heavy eyeliner, false lashes, mainly to make the eyes look larger or mostly doll-like. Big hair, tan skin, and the fashion is very flashy and trendy clothing. Mini skirts, platform shoes, decorated nails, and lots of accessories. And they're also, I'm not super educated on gyaru, so please do not come for me if I messed something up or do something that's not exactly right, because I've seen lots of stuff online about people getting upset. But it says there are many substyles. Example, hime gyaru for princess-like looks, ko gyaru for school-like style, but mostly it is all for breaking societal norms of what people like to look like, and mainly to stand out. I wanted to also make a disclaimer. This is not the goal to look Asian or do anything like offensive. My main goal is I just think it's so cool, and I love seeing all the videos of people trying this style, and I just love this form of expressing yourself by trying something different and a little bit out of the comfort zone of what I normally do. So that's my main goal, and I'm so excited to try it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get on with the video. Okay, starting this makeup look, I started with these Dewy Tree toner pads, which I feel like are very helpful to lock in moisture, and this is my way of doing skin prep for makeup. And then I'm going in with this L'Oreal BB cream, which I use this for my acne spots or just canceling out any redness that I have on my face, so a nice little color corrector, which I really recommend this. It's very lightweight, and I prefer this over using a lot of foundation or concealer to clear up any of those acne spots when you can easily just use this. Now I'm going in with my cushion foundation that I just recently got. Isn't it so cute? I decorated it. But no, this is my first time using it, and I really liked it. I always see people talk about it. That's why my reaction was like that, because it did look kind of light, but after I blended in, it looked really good. But I've seen so many people online like saying how good these are, and I'm not gonna lie, I really liked this. Now I'm going in with my bronzer, and these were really nice to define those cheekbones, and I feel like this is a lot of what I see gals do online, is especially on the nose contour. That's a key part of this. And yeah, so you have to be very precise with this. And I'm gonna make a disclaimer again, I am not very good at makeup. So this is just me experimenting new stuff, so I wouldn't say this is like a tutorial. This is more me trying something else out. But yeah, back to the nose contour. I'm just using this wide-headed brush to make this more defined, and then I'm going back in with the other bronzing stick and adding more. But as you can see, I use this stick and I curve it underneath, almost making a U shape, and then you bring it back up. This is perfect for when you're before you do the concealer part, so then it almost looks like a line, which I think it looks good when everything else is together. It might look a little crazy to some people that aren't used to that, but I think it looks cool. I'm just using the e.l.f. camo concealer. Camo corrector, I'm not sure, whatever. But I really like this as well. I would recommend buying it. I think I got it from Target. Ignore how I didn't blend in the bronzer on my forehead. I'll do that in a little bit. But no, I like lightening up around my mouth as well. And then I'm just going in with this foundation brush and blending this all out. I find this is way easier than those little puffs and stuff, which I do end up going over everything with the puff to just make it more even. But when I'm first blending stuff, I like using this brush so I can be more precise and not everything's just getting in the sponge. I got this one from Miniso, it's so cute. Then I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray just so everything can look more dewy and all that. But yes, here I am just blending everything in again. But no, I love this puff, it's so cute. I did just get some new ones though, so I might have to throw it out, but yes. And then back to the nose again. I'm just blending that in more and working on the concealer in the middle to bring that up and add it more defined and make the nose look smaller. Here I am again with another concealer. This one's a bit lighter and it's definitely more lightweight. I would use this normally for aegyosal and all that, but I'm just adding more to the nose. I took a lot of time on the nose. I'm not very good at nose contour. I never do it when I'm doing my normal makeup, so I was just really trying to make that stand out. And then blending it into the forehead part. Now I'm going in with powder so we can mattify the face so it looks more doll-like, of course. Which I find even if I'm not going anywhere with this makeup, it still looks good and it locks everything in. Especially because I have more oily skin, so this is very helpful to make everything just look more neat. Then I'm using this Kiko Milano palette, and ignore how two of them are literally scraped out. I decorated this as well, it's very cute. But I'm just using this lighter brown color and adding dimension to the eyes, especially on the under part right there. That'll come in, or that'll play a piece later when we're doing the droop and all that. But no, this is a good base color and all that. I normally see girls using like really light colors for their base, but I prefer just using the brown. I guess you can do whatever. But I'm using another brown and just going over that spot again. I switch palettes a lot, but more brown. And now I'm using a sharper tipped brush and I'm just going right under my eye towards the outer edge, and I'm just adding this darker color, which I apologize, you can like barely see what I'm doing, I swear. I really want to get an actual camera because as of now I'm just filming on my phone and temporarily my iPad as well because I have like no storage. But as you can see, just going in under there and adding that darker brown is adding more dimension. Now I'm going in with this Colorgram Aegyosal pen, which I got this from Miniso as well and I really love it. It's just really nice and easy to use if you're not that talented in aegyosal and all that, which I'm not, so I really like using this. And it has two sides, so best of both worlds. And honestly, you don't even need to go over this with a concealer or anything, but I always do, so it looks more defined. But yes, this is a good starting point for the aegyosal. And now I'm going in with the light. Now I'm going in with another sharper tipped brush and just adding that same brown color I used around my eyes underneath for the aegyosal, just to make it more defined and make it pop more. And then I'm going back in with this Lorac Pro palette and adding one of the darker browns right in the middle parts. See, I'm pointing to it. But yeah, and then you're gonna blend that in with the rest. I don't know, I feel so weird doing a voiceover. I don't really know what to say and it's like hard to keep up with the parts, but let me know how I'm doing or if you like this kind of videos. But here I am with that concealer again, just going in over the aegyosal to make that brighter and make it pop again. Now I'm going in with eyeliner, and I'm gonna be so honest, I'm not very good at eyeliner. Oh my gosh, I literally had to redo it so many times, but that's besides the point. And I'm also gonna say, I feel like this is less of a tutorial type of video and more of me experimenting with stuff, but I ended up liking how the eyeliner looked at the end. But now I'm working on the droop right here, and I went with a puppy eyeliner, I think it's called, which I think is such a cute name. But I'm doing the droop right here, and once again, you can like barely see anything. But I just am connecting the end part of my wing to the outer part of underneath my lash. I can't say stuff right. But no, and that's connecting that. It'll look way better in the end when everything comes together. But just that darker brown is adding to the dimension of that to make our eyes look bigger. And then I just went back in on the Egyo style. And now we're moving on to highlighter, which is my favorite part. I just love glitter. Using this fanned out brush and just adding that. I went in with this golden color in the middle part of my eyelid, and then I ended up using my silver for like everywhere else, but I don't know, just mixing. I really love this glitter. It's like, I think it's called Diamond or something by the brand Rude, but I really like it. I got it from TJ Maxx. And then I'm going back in with the same palette, and I'm using this cream and white color to add more definition once again and make everything brighter. And then I'm bringing this in the inner corners as well and dragging it up to add everything brighter again. And then more glitter, of course, to the nose. The turns are killing me. But yes, a lot on the inner corner. Not too much where it's blinding, but just enough so you can see it. Now I'm going with these really cute lashes and just this Kiss lash glue. I got these from the store and they're so freaking cute. They remind me of like the Japanese style I always see on Pinterest and stuff. I honestly love strip lashes. I used them a lot after I filmed this because I'm like, wait, they look so cute, and they're really easy to apply after a few tries. But no, I love doing different types of makeup like this. I feel like it's so fun just to get ready for nothing. I ended up taking really cute photos after though. Now I'm going in with the blush, which is one of my favorite parts. I'm using this really pretty pink color, and I believe this is the Bridgerton collab. I got this from TJ Maxx, I think, but it's so cute, and I'm just using two different brushes for this to blend them out evenly. But I love this color. It's so princessy and perfect, like the perfect pink. Here I am again with this highlighter, and I'm just using this pearlish color to add this to the cheekbones. Here I am now just defining my beauty marks I already have just a little bit more so they pop, which I really love doing this. I just think they're so cute. I love beauty marks on people. They're just so pretty. And I didn't really do much for my eyebrows. I just brushed them out because I don't know. As you can see, I like drew little eyelashes underneath, but I ended up just adding some because I have these lash clusters that specifically have bottom lashes, and I was like, let me just try these out, and it looks so much better. But I am finished, and I hope you guys like the look.